Welcome to my channel. This is a replica of the LCD monitor arm that came with my Creality Nebula Smart Kit, and I'm going to show you how I made it. I open Fusion 360. I create a new component and I will name it Screen. Now I create a sketch on the top plane here. I draw a rectangle and I make it symmetric here and here. Now for the width, I type in 72 millimeters. For the height, I type in 123 millimeters. Now I choose chamfer, equidistant chamfer. I select the first corner, I type in 5 millimeters. I do the same for all four corners. Now I can finish the sketch. I create an offset plane from the top plane, 5 millimeters of wood. I create a sketch on this plane. I draw a rectangle and I make it symmetric on all sides. For the width, I type in 83 millimeters, and for the height, I type in 141 millimeters. I add chamfers. I choose equidistant chamfer. I choose the first corner, I type in 8 millimeters, and I do the same for all four corners. Now I finish the sketch. I make sure that my two sketches are visible, sketch 1 and sketch 2. Now I go to create, I click on loft and I select both sketches and I click OK. There it is. I click on extrude, I select the top face and I type in 5.5 millimeters. I choose join and OK. This is my first body. Now I create an offset plane on the top here, on the top. Click OK. Now I go to create mirror. Object type, I choose bodies. For the object, I select the body that I've created. For the mirror plane, I choose this second plane. For the operation, I choose join and I click OK. Here it is. Now here we have a rough shape of the touch screen. Now I create a second component, new component. I name it mount. I had the first body and I show the second plane. I create a sketch on this plane. I display the first body. Now I go to create project, include. I select project. Here I click on bodies. I click on the body here and I click OK. Now I go to modify, offset. I select the edge of the body and I type in 3.3 millimeters. OK. Now I draw a horizontal line like this, and now between this line on the bottom I type in 65 millimeters. There it is. Now I can trim this part and here. Now I can finish the sketch. I hide the first body. I select extrude. I choose this face. Here I choose symmetric. For measurement I choose half length. And I type in 13.5 millimeters. For operation I choose new body and I click on OK. I'm going to add a color to this component. For this one I will choose yellow, and for the first body I will choose red. Now I display the first body. I go to modify, combine. For target body I choose the mount here. For tool body I choose the first body. For operation I choose cut and I activate keep tools and I click OK. Now I can hide the first body, and this is what we have. Now I create a sketch on the top plane here. I go to project. I choose specified entities here, and then I click on this face here inside. I click OK. I finish the sketch. I click extrude. I select this contour here and I click on this face. Operation cut. Here it is. Now I create a sketch on the back face here. I go to project and I click on this face here. I click OK. Now I draw a rectangle starting on the top line. Now between this line and this projected line I type in 12 millimeters. Between this line and this projected one I type in 3 millimeters. And between this line and this bottom line I type in 7 millimeters. Now I finish the sketch. I click extrude. I select this side, this face, and I click on the other face. I select cut. OK. and this is what we have. Now I create a sketch on the left side of the mount here. I draw a line in the middle here. I make it a construction line. Now I draw a triangle like this. I make this line vertical. I make these two lines perpendicular, and I make them construction lines. Now here for this line I type in 40 millimeters, and for this line I type in 20 millimeters. I make these 2 points symmetric with this line. Between this line and this line I type in 7 millimeters. Now I draw circles on each corner here. I make all 3 circles equal, and for the diameter I type in 6 millimeters. There we go. Now I go to modify offset. I select the triangle and I type in -6. Okay. Now I draw a line from here to here. Another line from this point to here. And another line here. Now I can trim this part, this one, this line, this line, this one, and this small line here. I make this line horizontal. Now I go to fillet. I select this corner and this one, and I type in 5 millimeters. There we go. Now we can finish the sketch. We select extrude, select this face, and we type in -5 millimeters. For operation we select join and we click OK. Now I go to fillet. I select this line and this one. I type in 1 millimeter. I choose fillet again. I choose this line, here, 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 and here. I select this face. I select this line, this one, this one, this one. Here, here. Now I type in 1 millimeter. Okay. Now I go to modify, offset face. I select this face, this one, and this one, and this one. Also this one, this one and this one, and I type in 0. And I type in 0.15. okay, I choose offset face again. I select this face and this one, and I type in 0.15. And that's all for this part. This is the simple mount for the touchscreen of the Ender 3S series and Ender 3 V3 series. You can find the download link in the description. Thank you for watching.